Football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Cameron Batson now from his end zone, and we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On first down, it's Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Kaepernick. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. He'll get this complete to Batson. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tannehill on first down, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he takes a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Handoff. It's Murray. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swaim. Touchdown! Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17, and they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Rashad Penny. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Penny. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this would be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On this drive so far, it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Let's go. Do you tighten up? Hey, get on. That's my board. I got you, pop. You go tight. Who ain't that? You got tight right there.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. A giant hole up the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Penny will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. On first down, Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll flip this out to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Kaepernick going to throw. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Bullock's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Penny. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, check, right 21, right 21, check right 21.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
But one of the things you always like about Quandre Diggs is his ability to bring his cornerback build and skills to the safety position. Had a career-high 5 interceptions, leading the Seahawks in 2020, where he was a first-time Pro Bowler. I love the way he plays in the secondary.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. Good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. On the move to his left. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dumps that off to Cody as running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Quickly out wide to Eskridge. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Penny. Now, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Friday. Still done, 4 down. Mike 55. Eat.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Metcalf. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Running left, it's Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go with Murray again. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his pass incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. A handoff. It's Murray. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 74 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he was able to track him down.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Once more, Murray. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Into the secondary, past the 40. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 35 yards. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny. 70 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw, Kaepernick. Throw left side, complete. That's Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Kaepernick. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Adams, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trent Murphy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And just 19 sacks as a team last year, the 3rd lowest in the NFL. Yet this team still made the playoffs. With better pass rush as we just saw there, this team could have a longer stay as they seek a Super Bowl title.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Kaepernick now to throw. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 81 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. This will be caught by Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory. Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers. I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option. Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride? Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion. I agree with you, but at some point, someone had
had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. This is caught. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as